What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Leafs Chatter. Leafs lose 6-3 to the Vegas Golden Knights. Overall, it was just a shitty display of hockey. Terrible, in my opinion. I thought we had some jump in the second period, but that's about it. Mitch comes back. It's a big game. We need these 2 points. We need these 2 points because everybody else in our division keeps winning for some reason. And the only way now, let's be real, for us to make it to a playoff spot is if either someone big drops down and they go on like a, 5-10 game losing streak and we're able to pass them. That's what we're hoping for. Otherwise, we just go on a run. But let's just get into this game because I don't even want to. This is not going to be a long video. Just look at the shots on goal. First period, we got dominated right off. First period was a write-off. They got 2 goals. Second period, though, we came out hot. We got 3 goals in the second. We'll go into the goals in a little bit. And then we didn't bring it into the third period. We got outshot 14-5. We got outshot by 10 tonight. Shots were 31-21 Vegas. I think we were good in the face-off dot. Power plays on both ends were shit. We'll talk about the power play near the end. I thought we're a lot more physical than they were, but it doesn't matter. Let's just get into the goals. So Eichel scores from Stone from Barbashev. Kolasar, who now has half of his goals against the Leafs. He has 2 goals. He scored tonight, and then last time we played them, they scored. Johnny T got a nice goal there from, feed from Michelli and Nyes. Doofenshmirtz scored. Fucking hate that guy. Bowman got a goal in the second, so at the time it was 4-1 going into the second. But Scott Lawton, who played amazing all night, and we'll get into it in a second. Scott Lawton, who played amazing all night, got a big goal for us to make it 4-2. And then Bobby McMahon with a nice tip in front from I think it was a shot from Domi or Riley, I don't remember. He ended up tipping it by. So that was huge. At that point, I was like, shit, if we keep the same pressure that we had in the second, we could win this game. We can get one more. But as you can see, we didn't. Third period, we didn't come out with the same jump. Not even close to the same jump that we had in the second. Mark Stone buries it, makes it 5-3, and he gets the empty netter. First off, he celebrated like he won the Stanley Cup. Calm the fuck down. Calm down. You're made of glass anyway. Someone's going to hit you probably next game, and then you're going to be out for the remainder of the season. They're going to put you on LTIR. Same shit. He's going to do a bunch of cap shit, and then he's going to come back perfectly fine for the playoffs. I know they're limiting, kind of like the cap tomfoolery that you can do, but I don't know. They'll find a way. Vegas always finds a way. They're dirty slime bags. But going into the stats here, because we have to call it as I got to call it as I see it. It wasn't all Stolarz' fault tonight. I blame this on Chief and Tree. They sent Hildeby down. I would have played Hildeby tonight. I would have 100% played Hildeby. He's been playing way more this year. He's been playing really good. I don't know why you play Stolarz. He hasn't played in 73 days. 73 days he hasn't played. And you decide to play him against the Vegas Golden Knights. Probably one of the biggest games that we have this year. Mitch comes back. You want to win that game. Big 2 points, beating Vegas because they came back and kicked your ass last game. .833 save percentage, not good enough. But I'm not blaming. I can't blame Stolarz. I feel like they rushed him back in. Either they rushed him back in or Chief said, no, you can't play. Stolarz beat the shit out of him. That's why he's got that gash in his head. It wasn't a gym accident. He has a black eye. I don't even know what the hell happened to him. Even if a dumbbell falls on you, I guess, maybe. But how would that even happen? He didn't end up telling the story, so we don't know. But overall, not the right move with Stolarz tonight. Now, this is what I want to get into. I don't have the ice time on it here. But just so you know, Lawton, who is our best player tonight, in my opinion, and it should be in most of our opinions, Scott Laughton was our best player tonight in terms of physicality, defensive play, and just overall heart throughout the entire game. He got a goal. Yeah, he was on the ice for one. I didn't think it was his fault why he was on the ice for that goal. 2 hits, 1 shot. I thought he played great tonight. And he only played like 9 minutes and 30 seconds of ice time. So let me get this straight. This guy gets a big goal for you. He plays good all night, plays hard all night. His line is usually all over the place. Apart from Yarncrow, because he's horrible, and we'll get into him in just a second. And you pretty much bench him. He barely saw the third period. I barely saw him play after he scored. Stupid on Chief. So he was sending out the third line, which was god-awful. Robertson's got to get scratched. Cowan shouldn't even be playing. And Waugh played horrible against his old team. He played horrible. He was a -2. Did nothing all night. 0-0-0-0-0 across the board. McCabe played pretty bad all night. 0-0-0 -2 across the board. That's not good enough. Matthews, I can't even get upset at him. He got a minus, but I thought he played good tonight. He was all over the ice. I thought he was playing good physically. But when the problem is when 80% of your team plays like shit, and even the guys who scored, like Johnny T, looked off tonight, especially on the power play. God, that guy couldn't even handle a puck on the power play. You're going to be in some trouble. Now, Domi didn't play good, in my opinion. He got an assist, big whoop. He was a -2 tonight. I think he now passes Riley for the worst plus-minus on the team. I think he's got to be like a -14, 15 now, I think. Riley too. Garbage. Carlo didn't catch a minus. I thought he played whatever tonight. But again, Yarncroc, useless, garbage, waste of space. He's a waste of a roster spot. Quillen was called up. This is on Chief. Quillen was called up. Why didn't you play Quillen? Why would you play Calle Yarncroc? What does he have against Chief that he keeps playing him every single night? What does he have? I don't know. But anybody with a working brain would not play this player. Once Pizzetta comes back from injury because he's hurt right now, he would have had a field day if they called him up and he played tonight. Just going around, hitting everything, stirring shit up. That's a player you need on your team. Imagine him playing with Laughton and Lorentz. That line would be like bulldozers. That's a fourth line, not Calle Yarncroc. Calle Yarncock on your fourth line. He's garbage. He's not a fourth line player. He's horrible. I blame this loss on Craig Berube. Partly on the players because a lot of them didn't show a lot of heart. And I blame it on the third line, Calle Yarncroc, because he doesn't do anything. And Chief and our GM, Treliving. This is on them. Stupid decisions not to play your best player. That's tonight, which is Scott Laughton, who's all over the ice. Only play him 9 minutes and 30 seconds. What makes you think this guy's going to want to return and come back to us? If he's the only one with a pulse on this team, what makes you think he's going to come back to our team? And the fact that you're not playing him, yeah, you use him on the PK. There's only 1 penalty tonight. And he was our best player, and you didn't even fucking play him. Why would he want to come back? Why would he want to come back to this team? I wouldn't. Whatever. We got at the end of the day, we need luck on our side now. We either go on a crazy winning streak or somebody like Detroit, Tampa starts slowing down heavy. Tampa, I think, is pretty much far gone. There's no way we're catching up to Tampa. Detroit could possibly fall, maybe. The Sabres, possibly. But that's what we need. We need the other guys to fall. But the problem is we lose games to division rivals. And they just keep winning. So if this is going to be the trend where they just keep winning games, we're not making playoffs. And then that's where you have to make the decision. If you're going to scrap this season, what do you do? I don't think you trade Laughton, but if you can get the same return that you got or for what you gave up for Laughton, I think you have to do it, unfortunately. But I think that's a player you should keep. You get rid of McMahon, fuck him. If you can get anything close to what Sherwood got, which I think you should be able to, because they're similar players, I think you do it. If we can get like 2 seconds, and I think they got 2 seconds and like a prospect back or some shit for him. If you can do that, that'd be great. Robertson, I don't know what Robertson gets you. Maybe if you tried to sell him when he was hot, now he's cold. I don't know. It's like they wait until the last moment to sell these guys or to even get anything worth their value. I don't know what Robertson pulls you. Maybe just because he's a scorer, maybe you can get like a third. Maybe, I don't even know. Because I don't think you're pulling a second for him. You might be able to get a third round pick for Robertson. I think they're probably looking for something more. I bet they're probably looking for a second round pick for him. As for the decor, like, I don't know, maybe you get rid of, you have to sell guys that are on expiring deals. Maybe you get rid of Stetcher. I love the guy, but maybe that's a guy you get rid of. Or you re-sign him to a cheap deal. I don't know. But you got to start, like, if the teams keep winning, we keep losing, you got to sell. Get at least something back. We lost Mitch for nothing. Get at least something back. Because if you can do that, then who knows what next year can hold. But I'm not going to sit here and just feed you bullshit saying that all the Leafs are going to make the playoffs and everything's going to be just fine. I thought this was going to be a different Leafs team. We have too many injuries on the back end. Basically our best defenseman's gone, and the one that we're paying the most is doing nothing. So that doesn't help. Our goalies had some injuries, which sucked. Hildeby played great when he was playing. Now he's in the AHL, which I don't think he deserves to be there. Stolar should have a little bit more time to practice, but what do I know? It is what it is. But that's it for this one. We'll see what happens. We need a miracle, I think, to even make it into the playoffs. But more importantly, you need to start winning games. So we'll see what happens. We're playing the Avalanche tomorrow, and it's at 1:30. It's an early game. So I'm not looking forward to it. I think we're going to get smacked. Because I think they just got pumped by Philly like 7-3. So there's no fucking shot. They come in to play us. They come play us, and they don't have like some bit of an edge. They're going to kill us. We might get destroyed. We might lose 7-3. Just like how they lost 7-3 to Philly, we're probably going to lose 7-3. I can't see us beating them. Anyways, that's it for this one, though, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.